I welcome each and every one of you. We are privileged and honored by CA Vinodh Kothari ji for being present with us here today. And he has agreed to take a session. And today's topic of discussion is back by public demand. That is how to get automated audit financials from Tally to Excel using ODBC and Power Query. And as I mentioned, CA Vinodh Kothari ji is a prime speaker at this forum. He has already taken a lot of webinars with us, CA Connect webinars. I'm quite sure he does not need any introduction because most of us already know him, have seen his videos. And just a little brief about him. Vinodh ji is a practicing chartered accountant with over 15 years of experience, a passionate teacher and a trainer. He is also a Tally evangelist, has been a Tally evangelist working with Tally for quite a long time as of now, and has trained more than 15,000 CA students and professionals on GST, Tally, and Excel. So we are really glad Vinodh sir has taken time from his busy schedule and agreed to do this session with us, a session which people wanted back. And this is it. And I'm hoping that in the next 1.5 hours, it will be quite informative, quite intuitive, and we'll have a good session and learn everything we can from sir. So over to you, Vinodh ji, and all the best.
Thank you, Abhishek, and thank you, Tally, for giving me this opportunity. Very warm welcome to all the participants this afternoon. We are in the season of audit. Audit season, we all know that we have deadlines till September 30th. The biggest challenge which we face is data from our financial statements. So today's session is planned to ensure that how you can get automated data from Tally to Excel and prepare the financial statement. Often I have seen that we export the data and then we show it, prepare the financial statement. But what happens? Normally, whenever we prepare a balance sheet or a P&L or a financial statement, once we complete it, at least 2-3 times we make the changes. And once we make the changes, then again, re-preparing the financial statement takes a lot of time. So this was going on, and I have seen that many times it takes hours together to complete a financial statement. So this session is planned to ensure that how we can link our Tally data to Excel and how that Excel can be linked to your financial statement by way of Power Query. So the process is very simple. We are having our Tally data, we are having our Excel. This Excel is linked to Tally data, and the data is imported or directly linked from Tally to Excel. And in Excel, we are going to use Power Query to prepare our financial statements. So just a second, I'll share the screen. So two softwares are important for this. One is the Tally Prime. So whatever I'm going to take here, example is based on Tally Prime. If you are having Tally ERP 9, some difficulties I have been facing using ODBC in Tally ERP 9, but Tally Prime is very perfect. I'm going to show you how to make the setup of Tally Prime to link it with your Excel. And what I am going to use is Office 365, Excel Office 365. I also suggest you to use Office 365 if you have, else use Office 2019 and above. So don't use a version older than Office 2019 because the Power Query will not work in the Office 2019 or previous versions. So certain setups we need to make. First, I'll just run through of how we are going to do the whole process and then practically see it that how we can link our Tally with Excel and prepare the financial statements. See, we have our Tally software and our Excel. Earlier, prior to Tally Prime, if you see in Tally ERP 9, why there was a difficulty in connecting Tally with Excel, the reason was sometimes your Excel would be 32-bit and your Tally would be 64-bit or vice versa. But once Tally Prime came into the picture, by default, your system should be 64-bit. So that is why Tally Prime is very good for preparing a financial statement using ODBC. Now, what is this ODBC? Now, ODBC means Open Database Connectivity. How a data is maintained in Tally? It is based on different database. So when we create a company, multiple database are created. For ledger one database, for voucher one database. These and all are called as relational database. So one database is connected to another database is connected to other, and based on this database, the Tally is able to generate the report and provide to you in the software. So what we are going to do is, from this, we need the trial balance. For preparing any financial statement, we use the trial balance to prepare the financial statements. Normally, what we do, we go to display trial balance, expand it, or prepare it in the sort it in the alphabetical order, and then we export it to Excel, and then we prepare the financial statement. So this process has certain problems. What is the problem is? First problem is, if you make any changes in Tally, then you will not be able to update the same in the Excel immediately with the click of a button. Second problem is that in the trial balance, we get only the ledger name, we don't get the group names. So that is again a second major problem. Third problem is, whenever we give to our staff to prepare these financial statements, they complete everything, spending hours of time, and they come and tell us, sir, I am unable to match the balance sheet or the P&L. Reason being some linking here and there mistake they do. So this is the third problem. Fourth problem is, if we have a branch-wise data. So branch-wise data is there. Say I am having a Tally and I'm having 3 branches and I want to consolidate and prepare the financial statement. Then I'll tell you, minimum 1 or 2 days you take to prepare the financial statement, consolidating from Tally, preparing all the data and ensuring that the balance sheet is tallied. So this is the biggest challenge which we are facing. And we all know minimum 2 to 3 times or 4 times the financial is changed because of some changes, some depreciation changes, or some entry missed, or some rectification entries. And then it takes a lot of time for us to update back in the Excel. So this process, what we are going to cut down? What we are going to cut down is simple. Your Excel data is directly linked to Tally. If any change you are making in Tally, just press a refresh button in Excel, your trial balance is updated in Excel, and from your trial balance in Excel, you link the financial statement. Again, your balance sheet and P&L is linked, and then you prepare the financial statements. So this is the methodology which we are using. But how to do it? The process is very simple. First step is, you have to open Tally as a run as administrator mode. You have a Tally icon, right click on that and then select run as administrator mode. So once you run on administrator mode, Tally will get opened and your ODBC will also be activated. Then open your F1 settings. In that there is a connectivity option which is there. You can see this. This is the right click on Tally, run as administrator. Once you open it in the Tally, you get this help screen. In the help screen, you have something called as settings. So this settings, you click on connectivity. So once you click on connectivity, you get an option what to do, whether Tally acts as, you have to select both, and enable ODBC, yes, port code 9000. So this is what you have to do. You have to enable ODBC and ensure that Tally acts as a both. So this is what is the steps which we are going to do. So here one question. How many of you know the use of port code? Can someone tell me the use of port code? Can someone tell me the use of port code? Have you ever thought why this port code is? I have been using Tally for almost more than 15-16 years, and only 2 years back I am able to identify and use it effectively, the port code. Okay, out of 185 members, only one know. Anyone else know what port code is used for? Fine. So we'll see, understand what is this port code. See, Tally, what happens whenever you open Tally, there is a default port code which is happening. This you understand, you will be able to the branch linking very easily. Now, when I link this Tally data to the Excel data, it is linked based on the port code. Say first company I'm opening, head office company, the port code is 9000. And I link the Tally data and the Excel data, refresh the data from the head office is linked to my Excel. Now, in the same Excel file, I want another trial balance of my branch data. Then how to update that? Because if I keep two trial balance in a same Excel file and try to refresh without changing the port code, then what will happen is both the trial balance will get the same data. Then how to make this work? So once my head office port code is 9000, then what happens is I will open another Tally. You can open multiple Tally in your screen. Open another Tally, right click, go to the same settings, make this port code as 9001. And the second sheet, link it to the 9001 Tally port code. And next time you open both, refresh any number, say port code one company, first head office 9000, then your branch office 9001, second branch office 9002. And this way you can link multiple Tally data to a single Excel file, refresh it, and then you can get the data. But one thing I'll tell you here, you have to be careful. Whenever you open the Tally for all the three branches, manually you have to ensure that you change the port code of each and every company manually. So this one step is extra, which you have to do, provided you have the audio issue. Okay, is my audio okay now, or still you are facing a problem of audio?
So it's working fine.
Fine. Okay. Once again, I'll tell you the details of port code. It is for the purpose of connecting Tally to the external software. Now, Tally is connected to Excel. Now, I'm opening my head office company. When I open my head office company, I give the port code 9000, which is by default. And when I link it to ODBC and extract the trial balance, next time I open that company and refresh, automatically the 9000 port code will match, the Tally will match, and then the data will be extracted. Now, assume that I want to prepare a consolidated financial statement, one head office and two Tally data for the branch office. Then how to link it? If I open all the three companies and try to refresh, then every data will be overlapped. So what you have to do is open head office. By default, this 9000 port code will be there. Link it and then create the trial balance. Open another Tally. Don't open the company, the same company. Open another Tally window, and there you change the port code to 9001. Then open another Tally window and change the port code to 2. And then based on that, link the trial balance, the process which I'm going to show, and refresh it. Every time you make a change in branch or head office, just refresh automatically at one point of time. All the three Excel will be updated without you manually changing, closing, stopping, all those things you don't need to do. So this is what is regarding the port code. Any doubt on port code? Port code is 4-digit. You have to put any 4-digit number, preferably 9000. I have never tried with other number. So normally I give 9000, 9001, 9002. I have never tried with any other number. So you can try it, and you can also share it with me. I will also be happy to gain some knowledge from my participants. So hope this port code is clear. This is required only when you prepare Tally data is from 2 or 3 companies and you want to consolidate it. So this is the purpose of port code. I'll show you one demo when I'm going to show you, then you will get some idea of how it works. Next, so first setup we have made in the Tally, where we have activated the ODBC and we have enable the ODBC and provided the port code. So what port code we are providing, that will be only linked and shown in this Excel. So how can you get this in Excel? So for that, in Excel, what you have to do is you have to go to data. Now this data tab may not be available in 2019 or earlier, before 2019 Excel version, maybe 2003 or 2016, you may not have a data tab. Sometimes in the Excel 2019 or Office 365 also, you might not find the data tab. Just right click here in Excel and you will get the customization tab. That data tab will be disabled. You can just enable it and you will get this data tab. Now in this data, you have something called as get data. So once you get data, click on the get data. There is an option called as other sources. So from other sources, you have to select Microsoft query. So this is a thing which you need to remember. And I'll tell you, any number of companies you prepare, the first step is only one time. Till you extract the data and prepare the trial balance, this is only one time. Next time, you just save that Excel as a template. No need to do all these steps again and again. This is only one-time job, hardly 5 minutes. Once you do this process, whatever Excel file you are creating, you can keep it as a template. Next time you want to open another company, just open that Excel, refresh, open the tally and refresh, the data will be changed. So there are certain disadvantages in this method, certain issues in this method, which I'll show as we proceed. Now, can you identify here what is the port code here? So here port code is 9000. If I open two tally, then what will happen, you know? If I open two tally, one with port code 9000, another with port code 9001, then my head office say this is 9000, here it will show tally ODBC 64 9000 9000. Then another two it will show 9001 9001. If you're opening another 9002 9002. So for a single tally, it is showing two times. Why I don't know, but both are same. Any one you select, that's okay for you. So this is the code which you are going to select for your head office, branch office, any number of time. And then you select OK. So once you select OK, I'll take the questions once I complete this part, and then I'll take the question and answer so that it will be easy. One part I will complete and then take the question answers. So once you complete this part, what happens is you will get a new window. Now, what is this window? Already I have said that in Excel tally, there are multiple database. So from these database, you will find GST1 database, statutory one database, ledger one database, voucher one database. Hundreds of database are there. From that hundreds of database, you have to extract 4 items. One is name, next is primary group, then the parent group and the closing balance. And if required, you can also take the opening balance. So these 5 data are the data which we require for the purpose of trial balance from any tally data. So this window, once it's open, I have created some shortcut keys. Like first, once this window is opened, you have to type L 4 times, because if you find, it will take some time. So just I have found out these shortcut keys. Type L 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, L, 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 L. You will get the ledger. Then press the plus key. Once you press the plus key, this is one database. Ledger is one database. You can see LVT classification is another database. Job stockable go down is another database. So what data we want, the trial balance, is in the ledger. From that, we have multiple columns. What are the columns? Those columns are there, like serial number is one column, name is one column, address is one column, pin code is one column, GST is one column, debit is one column, parent is one column. So many columns are there, almost some 200 columns are there. From that 200 columns, we are going to select 4. So how to get dollar? Once you get this plus symbol, you have to press $N simultaneously. Then you will get this name, double click, it will be selected. I'll practically show you, don't worry. This is one, why I am taking you theory is that One, it will go something in mind. Next time when I take it practically, you will able to understand what I am doing. That is the reason I don't take practical immediately, because these steps are little complicated, but one-time activity, that's it. Then you have to press $_P, you will get primary group. Same way, $U, and then down arrow, you will get the parent group. And same way for the closing stock $_C. So these are the steps. Once you press this buttons, you select all these 4 items. Then what happens is, so this already I've said, this I've already explained. Open first tally port, 2 tally port, branch and Excel. Sorry, okay. So this is what is there. Once you connect it, then your trial balance is done. So this is what is there in my PPT. I'll take few questions and then I will go to the practical aspect. PPT I am going to share with Tally. They are going to share the PPT so that you can try with your own pace, step by step, easily. Nothing great in this, no great science is that. Only one thing is the button which I am showing, that alone you press properly. That's it. Recording material will be available in the Tally YouTube channel after 1 or 2 days. You can again re-access that. Does changing the port code has learned? Yes, sometimes in the multi-user version, LAN operated Tally, if you are having multi-user version, sometimes you may face trouble. But if you in your system alone, if you are changing, then for that particular company alone, you may not face a problem. But sometimes it is creating some trouble in the LAN. I am using this port code in the LAN only. So in my office, I have not faced any problem here, because by default, your port code, my port code will be same. But only when I am going to change the port code, I am going to change the port code only when I need 2 or 3 Tally data. And in a LAN environment, what happens is, one is your server, another one is your client. So both are separate Tally. And in your system Tally, if it is a client, it is an independent Tally, only license is linked to your server. So once you change the port code, you will not face any trouble, because it will get the license and accept the port code. Can we allocate port code as company code? No, I will not suggest that. Change the port code only when you are using the purpose of head office, branch office, branch office. By default, you cannot change the port code based on the company number. Company-wise port code not possible. It is going to create a lot of trouble. Every now and then you cannot keep on changing the port code. This is advisable only when you are using it, when it is the head office, branch office, branch office. This would work Tally. Yes, cloud also and WS also it will work. Your Tally, if it is loaded on the cloud, it will work. But only challenge is that when it is cloud based, opening 2 Tally will not be possible. So that is one challenge. You have to open one company first, then link that trial balance with one port code, then again close that Tally, open again another Tally, and then change the port code. Because there are 2 methodology where cloud AWS Tally works. One is that I buy a server in the cloud, and then I log in as a remote user and use it as a Windows system. Then this is possible. Same thing, some of the software vendors, what they give is, they give access to you only to open one Tally executable file. In that case, this will be difficult, but alternate solution is, first you open the company, link your Tally data. Again, close that Tally, open once again Tally, change the port code and then link it, it will work. How we know that field is mapped to what type of data? Sir, as of now, for our purpose, only 5 columns are required. All the 5 columns I have given. If you want to do more research, you can select other columns and also get the data. Say, for example, I want to get the address database. Same manner, you can explore and get lot of data from Tally to Excel. This is only a starting point which I am giving. Using this, you can do lot of things in Tally database. Sometimes I want to get some data which is available in Tally, but Tally is not showing me that report. But these kind of data, say address or mobile number data or GST number wise data, master data I'm taking. So it will give you all the data. You don't need to worry whether you know Power Query or not. I'm going to show you only very basic level of Power Query with step by step. Just to follow that and you will get it. And if you feel that it is that is you want to learn more, then I have two friends from whom I have learned: Google Baba, YouTube Baba, and nowadays Chat GPT Baba and Google Bar Baba, where I am using it. I have never went to any course. In last 18 years I am using Excel and Power Query, but only in last 2 years I have used Power Query, and I do lot of work in Power Query without coding. Lot of automation I am able to do. So I can do, you can also do it. I get general ODBC error when I select powers. That means you have not opened the tally in the run as administrator mode. You can create your own templates wherever branch accounting is there. You can create your own templates and keep it. If it is single tally, then one template is enough. Same template you can use. Different tally version. If it is a prime version, different version, no problem. Linking can be done, no problem. But tally ERP, I'll tell you a lot of problem you will face. And for that, every time you have to visit YouTube and then search this error I am getting at the time of ODBC and then rectify. But that problem is not there in prime. Reason being, your system is 64-bit, your Excel is 64-bit, and your tally prime is 64-bit. So that's why there's not a problem in prime. But when it comes to tally ERP9, sometimes your tally ERP9 is 64-bit, your Excel is 32-bit. These and all are creating a problem. So I suggest everyone that try to use the latest version of tally. Many of them are not using latest and still now worried to use the latest version. Nothing is there. All the things are same and nothing will happen to your data. You can use the tally prime. It will help you a lot and it is more advanced. So now we'll go to the practical aspect of practically seeing how to do this. This is only my PPT. That's it. These steps why I wanted to show you is one, to share the PPT, and for you to note the flow of activity. So other question and answers we will take later on. I'll just now go to the practical aspect. Now I have two versions of tally. This tally is tally tally prime 2.1, and this tally is tally prime release 3. So I'm going to work this in release 3. Same methodology in release 2.1 also, so no need to worry. Even if you have tally prime release 1 also, same methodology. If it is tally ERP9, then I'll tell you you will be wasting a lot of time. Suggest you to move it to tally prime. So first step is opening the Excel, opening the tally as run as administrator. So right click here, just right click, and again on the icon, right click, and then select run as administrator. This is the first step. So only when you open tally with run as administrator, then only you will be able to link your data with Excel. Someone has just asked me that I am unable, it is showing general ODBC error. The error is because of that only. You have not opened the tally with run as administrator. Once you run it and open it, it will work. Now, next step, what is next step? We are going to activate the ODBC. So how to activate? You have F1 help. There you have the option settings. In this setting option, you have connectivity. So once again, I'll show you. Once you open your tally, go to F1 settings, and in settings, you have connectivity. So you have this configure client server, just show enter. So this part is both, and then enable ODBC, yes, port code 9000. So by default, this is that. If you want another one, then nothing, just go to Windows here, then type tally prime, and then open another window, and then change that port code. So two tally prime can run at same time, and then two tally prime will be with different port code, and then you will be able to link to Excel. So this part we have done. So now this is done. Next step is that going to Excel and linking the tally. Before that, we should open the company. So I'll open my company. So this is the company, enter. So this data is open. Now, few point of caution here. See, whenever we link this tally database, ODBC, with Excel, what happens is, which tally company is open, that will be linked to Excel. Now, suppose I am changing this company now. Instead of this company, now I have linked a company with this tally in Excel and refresh. Now I'm changing this company. I'm opening another company and my tally is opened. And this Happy India financial statements, I go and then refresh. What will happen? My another company data will be overwritten with tally. So this is one challenge. Yes, challenge is there everywhere, but we have to find a solution. I'll tell you the solution also, how to avoid that also, but nothing to worry. But one point of caution, one, whenever you link tally, ODBC with Excel, which company is open, which financial year is open, only that data will be linked. And linking is, of course, based on port code, but not based on the company name or the financial year. Once again, tally linking is based on port code. It is not based on the company name or the financial year. So be careful whenever you refresh the data. How to overcome that problem, that I'll give you another solution while doing it practically. So now our Excel is tally is open. This company is a demo company which I have created for our purpose, and the financial year is 21-22. Right now we are going to Excel. Excel normal opening, you don't have to do anything, just open normally a new blank sheet. So this is my Excel, which is Office 365. So here there is an option called data. And in case you don't have data in your Excel, nothing to worry, just right click somewhere here, go to customize ribbon, and you will get this data here. In main tab, this will be unticked, just you have to tick it. So once you tick, you will get most of the Excel, it will be there, but some places, someone might have disabled this because they are not using it. So how to enable this? This is shown. See, this is where your Power Query starts. Basically, what is Power Query is in Excel? It is automated way of cleaning your data, making your data more preparedness. See, what happens is, whenever I get any data or you get any data in Excel, what we do the cleaning job. We add some rows, we do some formulas, we clean the data, we change the formatting, we add some more data, we merge data, we do a lot of formatting things. But what happens? Everything is a step. I get a data, I delete one column, it is a step. I delete another column, it is a step. I change the font, that is a step. I change the format, that is a step. But if you want to remove, say 10 steps in Excel you are doing, and you want to remove the fourth step, you cannot do. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, everything will go back. Now, what happens? Every time we get lot of data, and same data cleaning work we do every time, and we waste lot of time. So using Power Query, what happens is, whenever you get same type of data and you want to do same cleaning job, using Power Query, you do your cleaning job once. Next time you change the data and refresh, whatever work you have done within seconds, it will be done. I'm going to show you now in live. Before that, first we will connect the Tally ODBC to Excel. So our Tally, we have run as administrator. You can see, I am just pointing my mouse on the Tally. You can see, can you see the port code? 9000. If there is another Tally with 9001, then it will show us 9001. So first we'll see with 1. So go to get data. This is there in the PPT. Then go to other sources. In other sources, select Microsoft Query. Don't select ODBC. See, normally our human tendency is that what we listen, that only we do. You will do everything correctly and suddenly you will go to ODBC. Don't go into ODBC. That is a different connectivity, but we are going to use Microsoft Query. So Microsoft Query. Now this is linked. Someone of you might not get this. Why? Reason is you have not open the tally with run as administrator. So this is the reason. So just open it and again open the Excel file, you will get it. I'm going to select this and okay. What is this? These are the various database which is there. For selecting from this will be difficult. So what is the first step? You can see my PPT L 4 times. I'm using the keyboard and typing L 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. In my system, it is 5 because I have one TDL. So this is that TDL which will not be available in your screen. I'll show in this PPT. You can see this. So above the ledger, the TDL is not there. So in my system, it is 5 times, but by default in your system, it is only 4 times L. So don't get confused. What will happen is at the time of seeing the recording, you will tell me, sir, in your thing, ledger is there, ledger 0.6 is not visible in that thing. Because of TDL, this is not visible to you. So no need to worry. So we were in the Excel. Yeah. So L 4 times and then press enter. So after that, what is that I have said? Again, go to my PPT. Type $N. You can see this $N. So I'm going to type $N, shift $N simultaneously, and I get the name. So double click. Then what is the next step? $_P for getting the primary group. See, be careful. If you make one up and down, everything will be collapsed. Then again, you have to start from the starting. And to learn this, I'll tell you, it took me 2 to 3 weeks to get this part easily within 30 seconds. Otherwise, every time earlier, I used to spend 30 minutes, 40 minutes to extract this data. So shift $_P, the primary group I have got. Then what is the next shortcut key? $U. I'm unable to get parent directly. So that's why I've found out $U as one shortcut key. You can use your own method also. There's nothing wrong. This is the only method. I don't say. If you can find more better method, you can also suggest me. Shift $U and down arrow, the parent is being received. Then next is $_C. So that is to get the closing balance. And same way you have opening balance. Due to time constraint, I'm taking only the closing balance. Shift $_C and double click. So just double click, you will get this. So this is the data which is required for us to prepare the financial statements. With opening balance also, you can take next, finish. That's it. Nothing you have to do. So now what is happening? Now what is happening is this data is coming into importing into your Excel. So this Power Query is asking you what to do. Whether you want to get this data in a table format or you want in a table, pivot table report or pivot chart. So what I'm going to select is table format and then just change the location. Location here, I'll change it and okay, that's it. My work is done. So what has happened? Your tally data is linked to Excel. Now I'll just make one change in my tally. Say for example, voucher entry. One more thing. See, negative. See, in tally, when you link tally to Excel, it will not show you debit balance, credit balance. It will show you negative value, positive value, and it will show you all the ledgers. That is another big challenge. You can see zero. Whether there is a balance in ledger or not, whatever is the ledger balance in your tally, it will show all the ledger balance, ledger with the balances, whether balance is there or balance is not there. Now, how to remove this? That is what we are going to see in Power Query. Before that, I'll just explain this part. So now what has happened? All your master data, what is the master ledgers available? What are the balances with the grouping is available here. Now here negative means what? It is a debit balance. Positive means credit balance. This is the simple. In tally ODBC to Excel, whenever you link, negative value means debit balance. Positive value means credit balance. You can see expenses minus, that means debit balance. Sundry data minus debit balance. Same way cash in hand, debit balance. Here sundry creditor, credit balance. So debit balance, credit balance. Now how to do the filtering? Before that, we will take few questions and then proceed further. Okay, I will just show you once again how to select and do the selecting of the trial balance. Do we need to remember what port code is allotted to the company? Yes, you need to remember. No need to remember. I'll show you where it is mentioned in the Excel, what will be the port code. So even whatever port code you give any point of time, I'll just show you how to find out which port code the tally or the Excel is linked. Recording already I said available in your YouTube channel. I'll once again explain this process. This is only one time activity. Then save this file and keep it as a template. How many ever company, same company, open the tally, open that company, open the financial year, refresh, your tally is available. That's it. I have multiple clients with different tally versions, server based, primer. Okay, this I have already said. Unable to see the screen. Screen is shared, madam. Even if I run as administrator, some general, then you have to check whether your system is 64-bit, Excel is 64-bit. Normally, this will happen. Just maybe afterwards you can try, or you can just go to YouTube and find out. You will get the error, and with the answer, a lot of videos are available. You can just try this step again. Once again, I'm telling you, first check whether your system is 64-bit, Excel is 64-bit, Tally is 64-bit. By default, nowadays, Prime is having only 64-bit. So open the Tally with run as administrator and check whether you are able to see this. Tally Prime is to 9,000. Then open the Excel, go to the Power Query tab, and then you can select it. Once again, I will show in a new file. No need to worry. I'm closing this. Excel. Tally is opened as run as administrator. This I can find this. Anyway, I'll close the Tally once again. Right click. Once again, right click and run as administrator. Select yes. For those who are not getting, don't worry. Sometimes 1 or 2 times this problem comes normally, but it will get solved once you try to use it. You can use the help of YouTube and get the reasons for that. Some small technical reason may be there. You might have not activated the ODBC, or some minor technical issue will be there. So I opened this company. So this is run as administrator, and I'm opening the Excel new blank workbook, and then go to data, select get data from other sources, and then from Microsoft Query. Then select ODBC 9000. OK. Type L 4 times. Then plus symbol. $N. $N, double click. Then $_P. $_P. So primary group. Double click. Then $U. Parent. Then double click. And then $_C. Closing balance. Double click. So you got this data. Next, 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 finish. And then you will get this Power Query table. If you are using 2019, you may not get 4 options. You may get only 2 options. Nothing to worry. This 4 option is active only after 2020 or 22. So don't need to worry whether here it is 4 option. In your Excel, it is 2 option. Nothing to worry. And then select OK. So this data is linked. So now I'm going to make a change in Tally. Say voucher entry. I'm going to receive a payment. Say this Elon Musk data. Okay, some other payment. Okay, best industry has to pay 1 lakh rupees. So I'll pass a receipt entry F6 bank account best industries 25,000 received. So Control A. Now I updated this in Tally. I'm going to the Excel, go to data, go to Excel, data, select, refresh. Control Alt F5. One minute. Data. I think I made some entry wrong. Best industry. Yeah. So best industry, you can see the balance has become 75,000. I am looking at some other company. So best industry, you can see the balance is 75,000. I delete this entry, voucher entry, Alt D, enter, go to again Excel, Control Alt F5 is the shortcut key. So what, refresh, go to data, refresh all. The shortcut key is Control Alt F5. So now what happened? Your tally is linked to your Excel, and any number of times you do, just refresh. Now, how to remove this zero automatically? See, what happens is, once you do this company, normally what we do in Excel, say what we do, we normally select this filter and then select this zero, untick, and then all these things. But next time what will happen? Next company, when you open, again, this filter will not work properly. For this, we are going to, for the purpose of cleaning the data and bring out report what I need for the purpose of preparing my financial statement, I am going to use this. What things can be done? One is that closing balance, I want to remove this zero and blank columns. Second, what I need to do is, I don't want the closing balance in this manner. I want the debit balance separately, credit balance separately. Normally, how we do, we will filter this and then create one formula here, debit balance, and then credit balance, and then give all these formulas, and then we are going to do. We are not going to do this. What I'm going to do is, using Power Query, how we are going to automate. See, our work is automation. So how we are going to automate? Go to again data. Now this data I'm going to import to Power Query. How to import? So go to data and select, where are you? This is your table. You can see this is your table. If you want to know whether your data is a table or a only sheet, you see on this. Once I select this table, can you see this table design? And you can see the table name, right? And once I'm outside, this table design will not be there. So this is a table which I want. And even if it is not in the table format, Excel will automatically pick up this. So how to pick up this? So go to data and click anywhere in the table, select from table range. So now this table will be selected and imported in the Power Query. So this is your Power Query options. A lot of options are there in the Power Query. I'm not going to go in detail. Already time is 3:54 and we have only half an hour left. So just basic things I'll tell you. See, what work you do in Excel using formulas, same options are available, like remove column, choose column, keep column, remove duplicate rows, all those options. Split option is there. You can see the split option. Then group option is there. Then append, merge, transform column, reverse rows, transpose, count, all the functions are available without a formula. So you should know how to use this formula. It will not say that it is tough or easy. It is very simple. Provided if you know the basic knowledge of Excel with some formulas in Excel, you will be able to understand this very easily. So what is our step? What work I'm going to do in Excel normally? I'm going to do the filter. So this is our data which was there in the Excel, and I've got this. You can see this. This is our Excel. What I'm if this is in Excel and I want to clean the data, what I will do? I'll select the filter and then see in the right hand side. Whatever I'm doing, you see in the right hand side. Untick the nil and then go to 0. Untick the 0 and select OK. See on the right hand side what has happened. Whatever cleaning job I do, one by one steps are created. Say by default, untick some other items, or I have filtered this one, parent, bank. Okay, this I have done by mistake. Okay, oh, I have done the same thing. Sorry. So you do some other activity. I'll show you. We will do another activity. Another activity is now I want this negative balance in a different table and a positive balance in a different table. So what is this closing balance? I want the debit balance value separately, credit balance value separately. How to get this? So for this, what I'm going to do is go to add column and then create a conditional column. What is conditional column? If this is less than 0, then put the value here. More than 0, put the value here. We know Excel basic formula if condition. So this is debit balance. But this is little advanced than Excel formula. I'll show you how. What is the column I'm going to select? I'm going to select the closing balance. If closing balance less than 0, if my closing balance is less than 0, then what do I do? If my closing balance is less than 0, what is the value in that column? You put it in the debit column. So I'm going to select here, select column and select closing balance. So what will happen? Whenever my closing balance is less than 0, what it will do is corresponding column, it will create a column called as debit balance and provide all the values there. If my closing balance is not less than 0, then what will happen? You provide the value 0. Else, if else. Okay. Now this step is created. You can see here wherever negative is there, this is done. So this is done. This column is added. Another column I'm going to add, conditional column, credit balance, then again closing balance greater than 0, because anyway in my data there will not be any 0 value. Then what to do? Provide the closing, select the column, closing balance, else 0. Okay. Done. Now what happens? Next step. My next step is what? This debit balance should not be negative. This should be positive. Normally we put what? Multiply by 1 in another column. But here what I'm going to do? Transform. In transform, what to do? Scientist standard. Multiply by minus 1 and okay. Before that, I'm going to, minus 1 and okay. So both these things should be in numbers. So I'll change this in number. So how to change the number formatting here is, you can see this ABC. You can see this here. I'm going to change this into decimal numbers. That's it. Now, in case I want to remove any step, I can remove this step. Nothing will happen. Further steps. But what will happen? The filter, that is 0 value, blank values will also be there. So this way, every cleaning step, step by step is created. Next time you have the same data, just refresh. Okay, I'll just show you. Home, then go to home. My cleaning job is done. This is my final report. Close and load to. Once I select close and load to, this is my original tally data, and my final data again I want in a different sheet. So I select table and then okay. So this is tally link data, and this is my final PV. Now check this here. This is your tally data. This is your tally data with 0 values, all these things. Here final TB is there. Now next time you change any other company, if I open here, I'll change the financial year. Alt F2, how many years data? Select, I'll change the financial year. Alt F2, 1, 4, 20, 31, 3, 21. I'm going to change the financial year. Now I want to get the same data here. Control Alt. First I'm going to tally data. Update is refresh. How to refresh? Data, refresh all. So here what has happened? The data values changed. Previous year data has come. Then again here, refresh all the data is changed. That's it. How much time it took now? Keep it as a template. Next time just refresh the data, open the tally company, open the financial year, refresh. This work is done. So this is a major part of work. From here, everything is easy, you all know, but I'm going to make it more better using Power Query. So this step is what many people were struggling to get the trial balance from tally. I'll change the data from here. So change the financial year. So once again, I'm telling you, be careful whenever you are using this. Which year you are open, that year only will be linked. Which company is open, that company will only be linked. So whenever you are refreshing the data, ensure that Which company is open? Open only one tally. Don't open multiple tally. In this, you can open 10 companies, not a problem. But what is the main company which is open? That only will be linked. Otherwise, your data will be overlapped. So we'll take few questions and then go to the financial statement. You can see the video to create tally link. Our video will be available on YouTube. How to open Power Query? To open Power Query, what you have to do is you have to go to data, and this is your Power Query tab. And here you have get data. Everything will be there in the PPT. You can just follow it. If you have multi-year data in one company, how to pick your data for a particular year? See, this problem I also had, but at this point of time, first understand this and do it. So when you have multi-year data, you have to open year by year and then give the link, and then only you can open it. At one point of time, multi-year data cannot be opened. But using port code, you can open it. Say one tally company you open, give port code 9000. Another tally you open 9001 for different things, and then you can open it. So what I'll tell you is lot of complications are there. Yes, I accept it, but unless and until you use it, you will not be able to do it. And coming to the branch is next level. If you see my previous video, I was not talking much about branches because I thought that, okay, many people are not using it. But this video, I'm talking about branches because I see that many people are facing this problem. And again, when I link my tally tribute to the financial statement, I don't link all the data. Only major data schedules, I link it. Data like your P&L account, closing stock value, arrived value, capital account, this we do it manually only. So closing stock value, you have to provide manually. You will not get the closing stock value. Adding additional column tab. Okay, I'll just show you adding additional column tab. So from this, I'll open the data tab. So once again, if you want to open the data tab, in your data, you have to go select on queries and connection. Right hand side, you can see the table. And to create the additional column tab, what you have to do is you have the option here, add column. In that, I have created a conditional column. This way, I have created one additional column. Once again, you can see the video in the YouTube. 1 or 2 days, you will get it. So this is there. How to create Power Query? Okay. Office 365, anything is okay. Home or office, I am using the standard version where I am paying some 780 rupees per license, where I can use for 5 systems. Yes, once you reset the port code, tally will again restart it. Nothing to worry, you can restart and the port code issue will be solved. Fetch latest balance or closing balance. Now in Power Query, what will happen is which tally data you are, which financial year you are, that data closing balance will be linked. What are the maximum number of columns we can select? Any number of columns you can select. If you are selecting too many columns, then your Excel will be slow. So is there a way to get any export the financial statements also from tally with schedules as per schedule 3? No, there is no way, but I'm going to show some way where you can use it using the Power Query. How to select a financial year in tally? In tally, Alt F2. Alt F2 is the shortcut key to select the financial year. Month-wise data, then what you have to do is you have to again do it in the port code manner. Month-wise data will be little difficult. And one more thing, some of you were asking that how I can link it using the company-wise. Yes, that can also be done. But again, for that, some coding is required. Without the opening the tally as run as administrator, I do all this activity. I did some research in YouTube and someone has created a code. From that code, I am able to generate it, but that is little advanced level. First, let's go to this level and then you can go that, explore that other option. Now we'll stop the question and answer and come to the financial aspect side. So this template is your template. Okay, now how to know which port code data my data is coming? So this is what someone has asked, that how will I know whether should I remember? No, you don't need to remember. So this is your data. You have saved the data. Say for example, this is for head office. Same way you are creating a data for branch office. See on the right hand side, 9,000. If it is 9,001 connection, then better go to this connection. Yeah, this is the connection. 9,000. So this is your data connection. So this is your data connection 9,000. If it is from port code 9001, then here it will be 9001. So this way you will be able to identify. So this is your tally data trial balance. Now, one issue, what did I say? When you directly link this data to the financial statement, then what will happen? By mistake, we know how intelligent sometimes our staff are. We tell something, they do something and bring something. So they will open the financial statement. This trial balance is linked to financial. You have done, spent some 1 hour, linked everything and give it, you make some changes. He will open some other company data, refresh, and your work is gone. So how to safeguard this? To safeguard this, very simple. One is that I'm not going to use one file, I'm going to use two files. One file is for linking the tally to Excel, so that this refresh, when it is done, my master financial statement is not affected immediately. So one step what I'm going to add is, one is my financial template. Second is my tally linked trial balance. So this is one file. I'm going to close this file because I have another template file. So based on that, which we are going to see. So if you see this, I have this two file. One is my financial statement, which is demo M22 financial. This is the TB linked file. So same tally link data. This is the tally data. I'm going, this tally company is open, financial year is 21-22. I'm going to refresh the data. How to refresh the data? Tally link data, data, and then refresh all. So here I have added opening balance. So first try with closing balance. Don't immediately go with opening balance. You will get lot of trouble, I'll tell you. Because you need to understand the steps one, then only you can work with opening and closing balance. Same way, tally data, refresh all. So best is 1 lakh. So this is the data. See here you can see my default template as head office balance, branch office balance. So my template was created in that manner. So this is only for a single company. Now this data is done. Now what will happen? My another file is there, which is a template file. So should I create a new template file? Not required. If you are having your own existing financial statement file, you can use the same file and link it. How I am going to show it. This is my financial template file. And these workings are also given here. So here, every financial template, what I prepare, I have a basic data. Why this basic data is, many times I have seen a financial statement, one page, one company name, second page, another company name, or different financial year. So this standardization is not there. So what we do is we give one basic data. From there, we pick up the data. Not by pressing. Normally, if I want a name here, what you will do, equal to page up, and then we do it. No, we are not going to do that. So what is there is, for every cell, I have given a name. You can see here in the top, this is the name, FN, that is file number. Then CEO name, company name. So somewhere I want company name, I can just type equal to CEO name. So try to use Excel with names. See, if government says that people should call you by Aadhaar card number, will it be easy for you to remember? No. Why we have been given name? So that it will be easy for you to remember. Same way in Excel also, give some name for the cell, so that wherever you want a link, you can just give that link and standardize all over the financial or whatever working you do, so that this will save a lot of time for you. So this is a template. Normal template, what happens is, there are three things. One is your balance sheet. You can see this balance sheet. So balance sheet is the first level data. More second level data is your schedule. So schedule as per the schedule 3 we prepare with the note number. So first level data is your balance sheet. Second level data is your schedule. Third level data is the detailed schedule. So this is the detailed schedule. So what we are going to do is, our balance sheet is same. We are not going to change. Only the link we are going to change to schedule. Schedule is same. Only the schedule link we are going to change to detailed schedule. And only this detailed schedule will be linked to your tally trial balance. So now how to link this tally trial balance with the detailed schedule? Now in this sheet, if you see, all these data are from tally trial balance automated. Once I press refresh, now say for example, I'll show you here. Okay, I'll show that separately. Once I refresh, what will happen is automatically the data balance will be changed. So how to do that? In the last, I have added one sheet. What is this? Tally trial balance. So how to work on this? You can also create one sheet like this and create one table. Delete this. I'm going to delete this data. Why I'm going to delete the data? Because I want the data from my another file and I'll paste it here. See, whenever you are pasting, ensure that you don't select the full table. Otherwise, the table will be linked and this will going to create a problem. I don't want the linked table. I want only the data. So I'm going to ignore the first row and then copy the other data. This Control C. I have copied full data and then Control V. Once again, because some problems are there when you link tally with ODBC regarding the refresh, I am keeping two separate files. One the trial balance file and another one is my financial file. So that in future also, if someone makes refresh by mistake in my trial balance file, the problem will be there in my TB file. My financials will not be affected because a lot of time and energy is going on preparing my financial statements. So for this, once my TB file is okay, then only I'm going to copy the data and paste it in my financial file. So there is no linking, only the data is copied. So you should not select the full table. Once again, full table, if you select and copy, linking will be done. So what you have to do is go to the second row, don't select the header because both the places header are same. So same way you can create this, copy and paste it to my financial schedule. And then what happens? Then nothing. One time I've already set all these P&L and schedule. All these P&L schedules already setting is done. So I'm going to just refresh the data. How to refresh the data? Go to data, refresh all. That's it. All my data as per trial balance are updated here. All my data as per trial balance are updated here. I'll show one example. See, these and all are working. I'll make the changes and show you one example. You will be able to understand better. So here, if you see, what is the balance of best, we'll take best industries, 1 lakh rupees. In my tally, what is the balance? So best industries is Sundry Peter, no? Yeah. Okay, Sundry data, best industry, Sundry data. So best industry balance is 1 lakh. I'm receiving one payment. Voucher entry F6 31(3), bank account best industries 25,000 I am receiving. Control A, done. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to my TB. Which TB? This is the TB file. Go to the tally link file, refresh the data. Control Alt F5 is the shortcut key. Again, come here, refresh the data. Control Alt F5. Check the balance of best industries. What is the balance of best industries? 75,000 is updated. Now go to the second line, copy this data. Control C. And then go to the Excel file. Here, what is the balance? Till now, it is only 1 lakh. I'm going to change the data here. Control V. Since number of rows are same, there is nothing a problem, so I did not delete. Now, what I'm going to do, see this balance sheet. Schedule, best industries is 1 lakh. Control Alt F5. I am refreshing the data. See in the bottom, working is going on, running. What happened? Best industries balance 75,000 is updated and my balance sheet also is tallied. Including the bank balance is also updated. Including the bank balance is updated. Now, another challenge what we face. Another challenge what we face is whenever we prepare the schedule, whenever there is an addition or removal of a data, then we have to realign our tables. Yes, how many of you have faced this problem? You have prepared the financial, and once you prepare the financial in the schedule, if you have two data, again you have to realign and spend a lot of time. So how to do this? How many of you have faced this problem? Are you facing this problem? Type Y in the chat box. Yes. So I'll show you another thing. Now, all the amount of best industries is received. I'm going to pass one entry. Voucher entry again, Canada Bank or bank account, best industries, 75,000 received. Balance is how much? 0. Go to the TB file. Tally link data, refresh the data, Control Alt F5. Best industries balance is 0. Again TB, Control Alt F5. Best industries is gone because balance is 0. And then I'm copying this data. Before that, I will delete the data in my financial. Why? Because the change in a number of rows is there. One row is reduced. So I'm deleting the full data. I'm confident that what they say, my data is correct. See how confident I'm deleting the whole data, copying the whole data here, Control C, Control V, and now comes here. This is the best industry, Control Alt F5. What happened? Even 5 data removal, 4 data addition, automatically your rows and columns are adjusted. And one more thing, I have never used any formula. I did not use a single formula. Everything is Power Query. So focus on Power Query. Now, how I did this? So how I did this is very simple, using Power Query and tables. Two things you need to understand. One is table, another one is Power Query. For last 15 years, I have been searching for this. How I can automate my schedule, automatically removing rows and columns from the trial balance and facing this difficulty. And suddenly I got an opportunity to take a session on table. And there I got to understand more about table. This is table. This is not a normal Excel schedule. This is a table. This is not a normal Excel schedule. How can I already I said how to identify whether it is a table. See, I'm clicking here, nothing is coming. Once I click here, this is a table. So I thought little out of box and designed the table in such a manner. See, this part is manually written, linked to my balance sheet. You can see this, but this part is table. But from where I'm getting this table? This table I'm getting from my tally trial balance. So many tables I have created. You can see here. This is one table. This is one table. This is one table. So these and all are table schedules, which is coming from where? From the Power Query. Very simple. For every schedule, one filtering I have created. Now, how to create this filter? One small, I'll show you in the tally link file, and then we will go to the financial. Okay. So now I'm going to create a schedule. How to prepare one schedule? So what I'm going to do is this data to take to Power Query. How to take to Power Query? Go to data from table range. This I'm not preparing in my financial to explain you how to prepare the schedule, because time is short. In detail, I may not be able to take you in the financial statement. That's why I'm taking you very simply how to prepare a small financial table. So now what I want, this is my final schedule, right? This is the data. This is the final tally data. Okay, final trial balance. Now I want a schedule of, say, indirect expenses. So not indirect. Okay, I'll take sundry data. One sundry data schedule I want to create. So what I will do, this is my table. Now I can, if I filter here, then whole my master data is changed. So what in Power Query, one option is there is, I can keep this as my reference table. So right click, reference, not duplicate. Duplicate means same table. I'm creating a reference. And then this is my sundry data. Sundry data schedule. Now in this sundry data, what I will do, where will I go and create my filter? I will create my filter here. Select the primary and select only the sundry data and okay. What I don't need parent. That's all. Remove column. Then what I don't need, I want the opening total. Yes, I remove this. remove. Then I give the closing total, remove column. Okay, I should not select the opening total. I have to select the balance because this is the balance which is debit balance and credit balance. So, okay, anyway, I'll just show you one opening and then do it because again, debit balance, credit balance. Why did I say that you don't take both the items? Because sometimes we have debtor with credit balance, creditor with debit balance. Some Power Query steps needs to be done for that purpose. So now I'll take as it is, remove column, remove column. So now this is my opening and this is my closing. So this is debit balance and this is credit balance. So how to change it for my financial statement? I want credit balance in negative and debit balance in positive because this is my debtor schedule. So I select this, go to the, where should I go? I should go to transform column, standard, multiply, -1, okay. So again, this multiply -1, okay. So now what has happened? My debit balance has become closing balance, credit balance has become, sorry, debit has become negative, has become positive, positive has become negative. Now I want to create a schedule for, now this also I don't want. I don't want this, remove column. So only this data I require for schedule. Same way I want for, now I want for sundry creditor. What can I do? Again, right click, reference. Once again, I'm showing you how to create a schedule. Right click, reference, then F2, sundry creditor, then filter this. This is what we do in Excel, sundry creditor, okay. Remove this, remove. Another option is there. Say for example, I want only these things to be there. That is the name, control key I am pressing, opening balance. Again, control key I am pressing, closing balance. Right click, remove other column. So multiple options are there. Here I don't need to change to minus to positive to negative because in sundry creditor anyway it will be if it is a credit balance it will be positive value only. Now what should I do? I want this in my Excel, home, close and load to. So this, what happens is, this is a table and I select new worksheet, okay. By default, what happens is, this comes in two sheets. Can you see this? This is one sheet, this is one sheet. So I want in same sheet. So what I can do is I can just cut it, Control X, and then paste it here, Control V, that's it. And then I can give a heading, schedule number 1, sundry data. This is manual, schedule number and 1 and all, it is manual. Or you can link to the balance sheet. Schedule number 2 or 12, whatever number is, sundry creditor. And now what happens? I want a total here. You should not give manual total. What did I say? Everything is automation. I don't want to involve manual steps. I want refresh. You can see how what did I do? So I want to give a total. How to give? Go to table design. And when we prepare the schedule, we don't give this name, opening total, closing total, and all is not required. So I'm going to remove this. How to remove this? Go to the selected table. Go to table design. Header row I don't want. So header is gone. Then total row I need. Total row has come. Same way here. Header row not required. Total row required. Then I give a formula here. Alt equal to. So this total has come. This total has come. Again here alt equal to. This total has come. And remove this first row. Control minus. Control minus. So now how did you change to this format full white? Very simple. This is a table format. You can see here table design is there. You can design your own table design. You have this new table design, or you can select blank. And then you can create a new table design. I created a new table design. So say for example, table design, last row, total row. Okay. So this total row format. I want total row format, border, top border and bottom border. Okay. Okay. So this is my, now you can see how did I create. So all these things are available. Next time, one time you create this format, this customs will be there. So this is done. Now I'll make some changes. What changes I'll make? I'll make add some data. Okay, I'll do add some data. Tally data. I'll change some name to data. Okay, Control V, Control V. Just for our trial purpose, I am doing this. Tally data. Refresh preview. Refresh preview has not happened. Refresh all. I think it is taking to tally and then updating it. So only if I change in tally, this will happen, no problem. So once I make a refresh, what will happen is automatically this data will be changed. Control B and Control V. This way, each schedule you can create. Lot of things can be done, changing to negative to positive, various schedules. I will show you in my financial schedule. I'm not showing this. So here you can see various options I have given, selecting the bank account, removing the bank account, filtering the bank account. Now I'll show you how many such formulas I have created for this table. So this is my default schedule 3 format, and then I have defined this. So I'll go to queries and connection. You can see how many queries I have created for each and everything, and then double click on any one query. So for each and every schedule, one query I have created. It is very simple. I have just shown you how to create a query. You can watch the YouTube video and also create a query. There is no big science in it. Just you need to know how to filter it, how to remove a column, how to link it. So this format I have created in my manner. So only one thing you need to ensure is standardly, whatever format you are using, if you are having a 4 column, then all the schedules will be 4 column. If you are having 5 column, then all the schedules should be 5 column. If there is a mismatch in the number of column, then your table will collapse. Your Power Query will collapse. So all your schedules should be in the same format. And now if same template I'm going to use for another company, then it will not be same manner it should work. When it comes to another company, what will happen is all these schedule what I have prepared, I have to reschedule it once. Then only I can use it for another company, which will take hardly 1 hour to 45 minutes. If once you become little expert. So you can see here trade payable first I have taken full. So after taking the trade payable, I have taken the opening credit balance separately, closing credit balance separately, then create the schedule of trade payable goods separately or expenses. So this way I have created each and every schedule, taking from where my source is what, my source is trial balance. Then filter it, remove column, sort the row. That's it. This is what I have done and created one small schedule. So now time is 4:29. So beyond this, I cannot take a lot of time. So since I have to restrict my time, I'll be happy to answer all your queries. So hope this session was useful for you. And only thing is, we are very reluctant to change with the technology. We are towards artificial intelligence, and still now we are spending and wasting a lot of time. I'll tell you, if you use this method, what will happen is you are going to save tremendous amount of time. See, only one thing. Today, what I tell every CA is that in your office, there should be one person who can take care of the technology with all these updates. And then only you will be able to create. One predefined software are also available. I'm not saying that software is not available, but there are certain limitations in the software. Not everyone can use it. And then every company, it cannot be customized. But this method, I'm showing you how to customize it. No formula, nothing. Only step by step you do one time refresh. So you'll take queries now and then conclude the session.
So we can do one thing. There are a number of questions that we have here. I can collate all these questions, or people can just write a mail to me or the support team for answers or any other questions they have. And we can connect with you, get those queries answered and revert back to these people.
If 2-3 minutes are there, I can answer these queries.
Yeah, then please go ahead, sir.
Okay. How this row adding and deleting in the final balance sheet? Yeah, that is the magic. Magic is nothing. There is nothing magic. Everything is table. You understand the table. Table what it is. I have shown you the schedule. Now, once in my tally, if I reduce it, what will happen? Automatically, my table size will be condensed, or that is new rows will be added. Now, here, if you see this, this is a table. So once automatically my table happens, what happens is Excel automatically expands the rows and column. So you don't need to put a formula in the table source data. If it is expanded, below also next table automatically row. This is a table. So automatic expansion is done within the table. So if it is an individual item, then expansion will not be there. If new account is added, how the same will be updated in your balance sheet? That's what I said. Updated in Tally, refresh in Tally TB file, paste that file in your template, refresh, prepare the table, and automatically this will be done. Suppose refresh will be added more numbers of rows. Will it not create space issue? No, it will not create. See, one thing you need to take care that whenever the refresh is done, you are arranging the order first schedule, second schedule, third schedule, fourth schedule, fifth schedule. All these schedule number of columns should be same. If you any one schedule the column is changed, if it is 3 or 2 or 4 or 5, then there is a problem. Overwriting will not be there. Overwriting will be there. Say for example, first schedule is 4 column, second schedule is 4 column. When I am changing by mistake, I have made this 5 column the third schedule. Then overwriting will happen. Then you have to find out what is the trouble, and then you have to see is if all your schedule number of columns are same, then this trouble will not happen. I am using it for almost more than a year, and I have prepared almost more than 100 financial statements from this. It will not overwrite the data. I'll share all the files to this one. Sir, errors. Now, what error depends upon that. You can do it. I don't know what error you are talking, but as error comes, I normally go to Baba and then solve the error. This is what I do. You can also see. Yeah, one more thing. Sir, I'm not using Tally. If some other software is there, then how to use it? See, from some other software, how to link to Excel, I don't know. But you can generate that 4 column trial balance and prepare the further steps. So at least by this way, what will happen? Only trial balance updation you need to do from the software, and then do the further steps like your preparing your schedule using Power Query, filtering, creating, that can be done. In current sheet, suppose this is automatically added, overwriting will not be done. Yes, I have done separately. That's why I did not take opening and closing balance. If you see in my schedule, in my balance sheet P&L schedule, if you see, this is the data will have advance from customer. Automatically, advance from customer is split according to the negative and the positive value, credit balance and debit balance. You have to use Power Query. Some Power Query, if you learn, you can be able to do it. Please answer this one question. If we load a table from Power Query, will it auto fit the space in case addition many number? Yes, automatically it will be fit. Only one thing, the below table and the above table and all the tables should be same column size. It should not be different column size. This is what you have to be careful. Indirect expense grouping, subgrouping. See, choice is yours. See, sometimes what happens is our client, how much ever we tell, they don't change the grouping. Then we do it in our Tally backup. Same thing, whatever grouping, regrouping, everything you can do in Power Query itself. Server based on large volume data, entire process on LAN prime, can ODBC work simultaneously, log off users? This you have to try. I don't think there should be any user, because Tally is based on single, and there's frequency. There are 2 models of working in LAN. One is you are using a separate system and connecting the license to the server and getting, that is one model. Second model is you use this NUC, or that means only linking to data is there. Some device are coming where the data itself is connected to the server. You are not having a separate PC. Then yes, there will be a problem. Data wise, yes, if the data is huge in Tally, or the number of line item is more than say 5,000, 6,000 line item, then during Power Query you will face a problem, but linking will not face a problem in the ODBC. Between two nodes, if there is more number of rows to be increased, yes, that can be done. If your scheduling is done properly, is two-way communication probably? No, two-way communication is not possible. Separate process is there to feed the data in Tally using different software. Should we change the reference table for every company? Yeah, for every company, based on their scheduling, you need to prepare the Power Query table. Maybe 50% will match, 50% will not match. You can work and then you can see it. Sir, please make a full-fledged session. A full-fledged session, we will see if anything is there, I'll share, because full-fledged session, it takes 3 to 4 hours time. If opening balance party 50,000, closing balance is nil, that also can be done it automatically. Only closing balance will come, opening balance will come, closing balance will not come, and your data will not be deleted. Some question that Power Query you have to control. Tables are added to the schedule already I have shared. How can we access? How to get the balances expenses of last year? That you have to, yeah, balance expense of last year, again same way. You create a separate code for the previous year Tally data, create one trial balance in the same sheet, and then you can use it. So this method also you can use it. PPT I'll share. This Excel file, I don't know, I'll share this template with the Tally. If they are able to share it, they'll share it. Changing Excel will also update in Tally. No, changing Excel will not update with Tally. PC under separate line, then you will not have a problem. Video will be made how to add previous year current year data. See, previous year current year data, that's what in Tally you get the opening balances, but that will be only balance sheet item. So another option is you open another Tally with previous year Tally data and create the trial balance for the previous year current year data, then merge it using Power Query and do it. Right? Thank you very much. Thank you all for your patient hearing for last 1.5 hours, and thank you for all your showers what you have given. I hope this session have helped you. Save time. Time will change. We will not have time, but we have to find how we can save time and do work faster. This Power Query, I am giving only one sample. Many such samples are available where you can use for to be reconciliation with your sales register, purchase register, all the data you can do. A GST reconciliation you can do. Lot of repeated works we are doing it. So save your time. Happy auditing. Ensure that you complete your work within 30th September. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tally, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your insights, for this wonderful session, answering each of the questions patiently. And of course, everyone who has attended and will see this session in the future will definitely benefit from it. And again, thank you so much for giving your time towards this. And for the attendees, any query, you can revert back to Tally support team. They'll connect with us. We are in connect with Vinodh ji, and we'll be able to handle your query. Thank you everyone for being present here today. Thank you, Vinodh ji, again. Have a good day, good weekend ahead.